Okay, we're going to start to comply with this Google requirement to make an outbound call every 90 days from a Google Voice account. And so I'm going to hmm, try to make outbound calls to this Google Voice account. And also at the same time demonstrate the concept of a halo hat. So I'm going to turn on the camera software that comes built into Windows 11 and demonstrate this halo hat and record a video of me speaking on it. So this is the halo hat. It's a hat that displays on the inside brim an ad, such as, in this case, a vanity phone number that spells one with more.biz, which is a domain name, and also a phone number that converts to digits in the following way. Underneath, you can see the phone number, and also at the same time, I'm going to wear a sweatband that is also a vanity number and a phone, and its matching phone number. Okay? So in that case, on the sweatband this time is the vanity name 305ontrial.biz. On trial being the domain name, and .biz is the domain name extension. And then that translates to the digits 305 668 or 668 dash 7425 or 7425. Okay, so this is an example of a halo hat combination with a halo sweatband. Next time we're going to add to it the halo bib or mask, so that the other portion of the head that covers your nose all the way down to your chest. But for now, this will be good enough. And then our focus is dealing with a Google Voice. So I'm going to open my Google Voice message, and I see that I have ICE sys trade. I think that I already dealt with it. So to make sure, I'm going to go into my notepad here. First of all, I want to make a new section at the very top. I'm going to mark it with open paren, a bunch of open paren, the video file name, Control V, and then a few return and close paren. So that will be the area, the new area. I don't need the zeros at the end. Then I want to scroll down to see if I already dealt with ICE sys trade recently. Now, since I'm not so sure, I'm going to display it at the very top, right here, edit paste. Or I can copy to the clipboard buffer and then try to navigate to it. So Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and then Control V to paste it over that extra message there. So now I want to log into this ICE trade to check it out. So I copy to the clipboard buffer, edit copy, then expand that browser and go to another account and try to switch to the account that I need to log in right now. So click on add another account, scroll down to the bottom again, and select use another account. And then when you come up there, Control V to paste the ISIS trade, and then try to log into it. And next, and save. Now you can see that the email is empty. I want to go to voice and see what's going on in voice. Jesus. That's the only problem. I'm becoming too tired. When did I make the last? On Wednesday, I already made the call. So you can see here, on Wednesday, yesterday, I made the call, so I can go back and delete that message. Is outdated. So delete it. The next one is strategy expert. I want to copy this to the clipboard buffer. Copy. Then go to my notes, my notepad specifically, and overwrite it. Edit, paste. And now log into the strategy expert instead of the current account. Yes, I can delete it right now so it will work out. So I'm going to open another account here and see if I can switch, use another account. Use another account. Paste the account with Control V. Strategy expert. And the password. And next. Save. Skip. And not now. So here are some spammies that I have to delete. So I'm going to go shift the first one to the last one and delete all these spammies. Delete. And then I want to make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation will be recorded for safety. help me by telling me about the concept of a halo hat brim. Sure. Halo hat brim. Did you get it this time? Yes. Halo, HALO, hat, 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 and brim, BRIM. Altogether, three words: halo, hat, brim. Did you get it? So, what did you get? Can you tell me, please, what did you get? Halo, hat, brim. Three words. What is the concept of halo, hat, brim? Yes, I refer to a hat, like a fishing hat, for example, like a fishing hat that has an ad on the under brim. When displayed on the head of a person, it creates a halo around the hat of the person that wears the hat. Did you get it? Like, for example, in this case that I'm wearing right now, I have a blue fishing hat with a large brim, and on this brim, I display the following two lines. The first line is one with more.biz, which is a domain name with more, and the .biz is a domain name extension. Explain it, please. That's right. And this is the first line. And the second line, matching the first line, is the second part of the pair. The first part is the vanity phone name, and the second part in the next line, matching it character by character, is the vanity phone number that spells 1-949 for the area code, and then 6673.249. Did you get the second line with the vanity phone number? Not or, exactly that match. And the area code is 949 or 949, and the remainder of the phone number is 6673 or 6673 dot 249 or 249. Repeat the phone number, please. Exactly. Now, that is on the under brim. In addition to that, on my forehead, I'm wearing a terry cloth sweatband, which again represents a pair of vanity phone number on one line, and on the second line above it is the vanity phone number. So the first line is a vanity phone name that includes a domain name and a domain name extension. With the area code of 305, the domain name is on trial, and .biz is the domain name extension. And it, yes, what is the second domain name and the domain name extension of the vanity phone name, of the second vanity phone name? That's right. And the matching phone number is 305 for the area code, and then 668 dash 7425. So, what is the matching vanity phone number that matches the vanity phone name? Exactly. So, this illustrates the concept of vanity phone numbers advertised on the under brim of a hat, in this case a fishing hat, and coupled with a sweatband underneath it, advertising two different vanity phone names and their second line vanity phone number using the American dial or the international dial of a phone. That's right, and this is the beginning of the concept of a vanity phone number and name displayed as advertising on the under brim of a hat as well as a sweatband. And the second part of this concept is making a hyperlink to those domain names when displayed on a video server like a YouTube video server. So the viewer can click either on a card or an end screen and be ported to the website. Exactly, integrating the physical with the digital in a way that it produces a continuous of advertising. So the person that wears the hat has on the inside brim that ad, and also on the outside brim it has the same hat. So it depends on the viewer. If the camera of the viewer is underneath or shorter, they will see the under brim, and if they are above or taller, they will see the outer or over brim. Either cases, they will see the domain name and the domain name extension. Now, when it is included in a card on YouTube, they can click on the uh, video and then be ported to the website. The problem with the card is that the card required qualification to be a member of YouTube monetization. The question is, how does the card compare? The screen require membership? Oh, so this is also required partnership in the YouTube partner program, and that's the problem. If I don't want to be a partner in the partnership because I don't want to comply with some of the requirements, for example, I don't want to have uh, an additional authentication beyond my regular username and password. Yes, so I can simply include the hyperlink in the video description and tell the users, if you want to be ported to the website, click on the hyperlink in my description below the video. The question is, which other video servers provide the free service like YouTube, unlimited amount of time and so on, that can include a hyperlink other than the description. So if somebody clicks on the video itself without being a member in any group or needing a second factor authentication or any other busy work, how about Facebook or other video servers? That's the question. Oh. Which one has the least limitation and the least hassles and is free of charge? So let's compare for a minute Vimeo and Daily Motion. What are the requirements and what are the limitations of Vimeo compared to Daily Motion and mostly compared to uh, YouTube, YouTube Live? Any of them can be live also? Well, and I forget to include also Facebook Live, the kind of streaming that is available from the Facebook goggles or glasses. What are the limitations? What are the limitations? Vimeo, what are the limitations in Vimeo? Just don't go so quickly. I'm trying to write it down. Weekly limit of how many gigs? 5G. 5 gig, okay. And what? So there is a load of 5G, so limit of load and storage. You cannot upload more than 5G per week, and 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 storage. This is on the cloud, I suppose. Storage 500 gig total, 500 gig per week. Okay. So what's the difference between five? So I can have 100 upload in 5 gig each week, right? For 100 weeks for free. Right. 500 weeks. And after that, what will I do? I will have to delete some if I want to continue in the free in the free plan. I'll have to delete some. Okay, now how is the Daily Motion free plan? Okay, just a second. 2G per week, or 2G total, or 2G for 2 gigabyte for what kind of period? Or per video. So each video cannot exceed 2 gig per video per video upload. One file, maximum file size, right? Per file. So a file cannot exceed 2 gig. And what about the storage? So no storage limit. Can it be synced with YouTube Live? Okay, so no synchronization among YouTube Live, Vimeo, and Daily Motion. What about the Facebook Live that is bundled with the goggles or the uh, Meta glasses, the new Meta glasses that Meta sells. And is that free or do I have to advertise? Specifically, I'm talking about Meta glasses, not Meta VR. The Meta glasses that are doing together with the company that has those glasses stores in shopping malls. That's right. The Meta smart glasses. How are they more limited and how are they free? I understand that for the new glasses there is a limit of half an hour per stream. So every half an hour I will have to restream it. A business Facebook account or a regular Facebook account? What about a business account? Would that work too with a business account, or only a personal account? There are two different models. The original Ray-Ban model, and there is a new model that has been advertised recently. It has some other name, but can has much more power. In other words, the internal battery lasts twice as much. What is the model name? That's right. The Ray-Ban Stories has been released a long time ago and just updated periodically. And then recently they've announced a new, more expensive version that has not been yet released, but you can pre-register for it, and it's expected to be available within a week or two, as of today, which is August 14. Do you know anything about it? Okay, just make a note that I understand that it is almost twice as expensive, so I have to think twice before I deal with it. What are the limitations on the Meta Smart glasses, the Ray-Ban Stories, as far as live streaming in terms of bandwidth, storage, and so on? And how does it compare to YouTube Live, Vimeo, and Daily Motion? Okay, and what is the maximum internal memory of the device? So if I want to stream my classes and I just have videos, it will be limited to 4 GB. So after I save them, I will be saving them to my phone. I'll be saving them in the glasses, in the memory of the glasses themselves. How does it work? So when I stream it live, it also stores it in the memory or only on the server off off of the glasses, or is it in the glasses and also on the remote server? Does it store it simultaneously in both places? I see. So if I want to back it up on my own device, I have to download it from the cloud. How do I get it to store it on my phone or on my computer? And that depends on my download speed. How, and I can take, let's say that I use a 4 GB stream of a few lectures. How will it take typically at the maximum resolution if I have a 4 hour or a 3 hour lecture? Would that be filling up the 4 gig limitation? Let's use a specific settings, for example. So a 3 hour lecture that will fill the 4 GB more or less will be what resolution and what bandwidth, just as an example. So 720p would be the resolution. If I want, basically, I wear the Google Meta Smart glasses basically to record my screen as I'm teaching on Zoom, and the resolution of 720 may be sufficient since my face is close. Okay, so ChatGPT hung up, and I'm ready to continue to comply with the outbound call. So I'm constructing the file name here, which is in my Google Voice One subfolder, that is saying that my call will not terminate my call will not expire, my phone number will not expire within 30 days due to making the outbound call. And I would like to mention the topic, which is the hat. So I'm going to put a note in the file name describing that this is the halo hat topic. And with this file name, I'm going to save it to a local subfolder that is called Google Voice One. So I mark it with the cursor, edit, copy, file, save as. And I forgot to include the video file name. So let me go back and also include the video file name, edit, copy and insert the video file name into the mix. Control V and space. Or rather put it before the end right there and delete it from the middle of the sentence so it will be more fluid, the reading will be more fluid. Now I'm going to mark it, edit, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then file, save as, and paste it in as my target file to be saved. Then select the save. And now that I saved it to this folder, I'm going to mark it with an X and a space and try to upload it to the Google Drive. So I'm going to click on the waffle, then select Drive, then select the upload. So I'm going to go plus new, click the plus new button, and select folder upload. Then when it comes up, I'm going to place the cursor on the folder field, Control V to paste it, and then backspace all the way to the backslash. So I would like to keep only the voice one subfolder and then see if it will upload it. I click upload once and make it full screen, and it says 8 of 8. Okay, good. So I'm going to put a note. Uploaded, loaded, 8 of 8. And now to back up this Google Voice subfolder, I'm going to create another subfolder file, save as, and that subfolder will be the same as the domain and name plus the vanity phone number. Control copy to the clipboard buffer, then go to document, press new folder, Control V to type the new folder, and then double click it to open it. And yes, I want to use one if it exists. And now I need to scroll down to X Strategy Expert. I'm scrolling up on the new folder on the folder list, and I'm looking for Open XST. Looking for X, and here is X, but X Strategy. Xstrategy.expert is right here. Double click it to get into it, and then copy the path to the clipboard buffer and insert it as a prefix to the file name. followed by backslash, and I'm ready to save it to the clipboard. Copy to the clipboard buffer, then click the save button, and then paste it in my notepad, and now try to upload it. Control V. Again, backspace all the way to the end of the folder or the subfolder name, and enter again, and then tap the upload. Wow, so now make it full screen so I can see what does it say. 2 of 2 and 8 of 8. So before it says 8 of 8, now it says 2 of 2. So 2 of 2. I go back to my notepad and I say uploaded 2 of 2. Up. Loaded. 2 of 2. That's the mission accomplished. Close it with close parentheses. And that's it. File. Save. Now I can go back and down and delete it if I still have it there. Yes. Now it runs Medicare. Okay, so now I want to go back to my notepad. File, save. Put an X in front of the second one, and I'm done with this file. So now I can take a break until I continue again because I'm just too tired to continue. So I'm going to stop the recording here. Double click it to play back. Picking on it. So this is the Halo hat. It's a hat. Okay, so that worked fine. And now stop the MS.